Gritty Gang, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Gritty Gamblers podcast. I am your host, as always, Austin Buick. Same old, same old. Gonna be doing the usual, going over our bets for the weekend. It was a great weekend. I was excited to record this podcast. We had a pretty good weekend with our bets, so I was pretty excited for that. And of course, I'll be giving you some picks this week to look forward to, and be winning some money on those as well. Okay. So always start off this podcast by saying, please follow my Twitter at Buick_. There was some picks I made this weekend that I wasn't not able to record, but I did post. So, just stay in tune with me on Twitter and try to win as much money as we can, right? So, appreciate all you all. So, let's get right into it. On Friday, we had quite a bit of bets. Let's see how many we have on record here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6. If you include the parlay, the half unit parlay, 4 out of the 6 hit. If you do just singles, we went 4 for 5 in the singles. So we did pretty well there. The parlay just kind of went off the rails, but like I said, we only did half unit, so it didn't really hurt us too bad. So let's get right into it. Friday, we had the Lakers at -4.5. This was never in doubt. If you watched the whole game, they were up by 20. For most part of the game, it ended up being 40. They won by 40 at the end of it. So Lakers -4.5 covered pretty easily. Getting to our parlay, our NBA parlay, we had LeBron James over points, Steph Curry over points, and we had both the Warriors money line and the Lakers money line. Warriors money line didn't cover, so it didn't matter anyway. I don't believe LeBron even covered or Steph, so that was pretty much a wash as it was. But like I said, the half unit didn't really bother us too much. And then going right into baseball, we had a good baseball weekend. We did the Blue Jays on the 5-inning line plus a half a run. It ended up tying after the 5th inning. So if you remember how I was explaining it on Friday, a half covering plus half run. If it's at the end of the 5th inning, whatever it is, if it's tied, you cover the plus half run, right? But if on the other side of it, say if we were minus a half run after the 5th inning and it was tied, we would have lost that bet. But we had the plus half a run, and we ended up winning that bet. I believe it was tied 4-4 in the 5th. So that one covered pretty close, but we still covered, so it don't matter. Braves money line got us the win. It was pretty much no sweat. The Mets, they didn't even score. So Braves won that game 4-0. And then we had the one that was a little nerve-wracking at first. We had the Rangers -1.5. It did very well against the Yankees. I was a little nervous just because it is the Yankees. Like sometimes they can come out and they'll just put 10 runs on your head. But another note in that game was DeGrom ended up going out hurt, which kind of made me a little nervous. But they ended up pulling through, and we still covered the Rangers -1.5 runs. Ended up winning 5-2 in that game. The only baseball bet that failed us was the Cardinals. They had a couple opportunities to score. They just couldn't keep the runs off the board for the Dodgers. They ended up getting beat pretty well. I believe it was 8-2. Cardinals did, if you were watching that game, Cardinals did have a couple of opportunities to get some runs on the board. They just couldn't execute, and they couldn't get a hit. So, yeah, we went 4 for 5 in singles, if you count the parlay, which like I do. 4 for 6 with a half unit parlay. Not bad. Could have been better, of course. We could have went 6 for 6, right? But, yeah. So we had a decent weekend. Oh, and I wanted to tell you my bets, the other bets I had for this weekend. It was on my Twitter. So if you're following me at Buick_, you would have got these picks. You would have got them in. We're 2 for 2 in them. We had the Warriors money line for Game 7 on Sunday, and that one was close for some of the game, but at the end, Steph just did what Steph does, scores points, and we ended up covering it pretty easy. And then also had the Padres money line. That was -155. And it was the bottom of the 8th. They were down by 1 run and Padres just rallied. They had 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and then they only needed that top inning or the top half of that inning to close it, and they did. So that was a really good weekend. I had a really good weekend, and you can tell I'm smiling ear to ear because it was really nice. So enough of that. Let's go. Let's do the bets for this weekend, or sorry, this week. I have a couple that I do love, a couple that are a little nervous, but we're getting plus money on it. So, well, it's not plus money, but it's close enough. So I'm pretty confident in it. But it's plus money though, so it's not in our favor, right? So, all right, we have the Diamondbacks 5-inning line. Now remember, I was just explaining this 5-inning line. Whatever the score is after 5 innings, whatever inning line you have is going to depend on what you get paid out. So we're going to take the Diamondbacks at minus half a run for the 5-inning line. So what that means is after 5 innings, we need the Diamondbacks to be up by at least a run after 5 innings. I'm pretty confident in this. Zach Gallen is shoving this year. He's pitching. He has a .77 whip. Unreal. That's incredible. He's still throwing a 2 ERA though, but a .77 whip is insane. I'm going to keep riding that one. I'm pretty confident in this, even though they are playing somebody decent. So I still like it. Let's take the Diamondbacks 5-inning line minus half a run. Alrighty, next bet we're going to have on the docket is Brewers money line. This is probably our biggest minus. This is going to be minus 160. Freddie Peralta is pitching tomorrow, and he's doing pretty well this year. I think he's either at a 3 ERA, he's got a sub 3, so he's pitching well. The Brewers are playing the Rockies. If you remember the Rockies just suck. I mean, I hate them. It's just like you bet the Rockies and they don't cover for you. I remember we bet the Rockies against the Pirates one time, and we had Kyle Freeland pitching for it. They stunk. I think they had like 9 runs in the first 2 innings. What a terrible team. They're just horrible. I'm not betting them. They suck. They stink. So Brewers money line minus 160. Just shove it. I'm not betting the Rockies anymore this year. Terrible. So we're going to take that. Then we're going to have the next game is going to be the Marlins money line minus 125. Now they are playing the Braves. Braves are a I want to really hit home how good they are. They are a wagon this year. That's the word I'm going to use. They are a wagon. But Sandy Alcantara's pitching, and now if you look at his ERA is a little high, but he had a bad outing against the Phillies. Let's see, I think it was 2 or 3 starts ago. It was kind of like it was a fluke. It was a fluke outing, right? The Phillies aren't even hitting that good this year yet, so I'm pretty confident Sandy Alcantara to take care of business there. So we're gonna take the Marlins money line minus 125, and then now we're gonna move into NBA. So NBA, we started when we did this podcast. NBA kind of was not a strong suit for us this year, but we've since gotten a little hot. We've gotten a little hot, not too hot, just a little hot, If we're grading the heat meter, right, I'd say hot's probably at like 80. Just to me, people are different, right? Some people might say 90's hot. You're nuts. I mean, that's scorching. 80's hot. We're probably sitting at about 85 degrees in the NBA right now. We're getting a little hot. Not too hot, just a little hot. But we're going to do a parlay to open up the NBA slate. We're going to do Knicks money line, and we're going to do Golden State money line. Now, both of these are pretty heavily favored. I believe the Knicks money line's sitting at about 300, and the Warriors money line's at 190-ish, which comes out to plus 108 on the parlay. So you're getting plus money on 2 teams that are supposed to win. So I'm liking that. Knicks money line, Golden State money line parlay. And then let's see. we have a Golden State over 116.5 points. The reason I have this is Golden State is going to be at home. They do play better at home by far. And they've been kind of hot lately. I mean, they didn't cover. I remember we bet an under on here one time, and they hit the under. But since then, they've been kind of hot. I think 116.5 is a little low. They did just score 120 on Sacramento to win the other day. So, and if you remember, Golden State was sitting at 123.5 like that whole series for their over total points. So we're going to take Golden State over 116.5 total points. And then my last bet, now this is going to be a little sprinkle. This ain't going to be much. This is kind of like a, man, what a time to be alive if it hits, right? This is going to be a pretty big long shot. I'm probably only going to put maybe like $1 or $2 on it. It's not going to be much. It's a really long shot, but it can happen. Like, he's getting hot. They're feeding him or getting him incorporated in the offense a little bit more. But I think I'm going to take a Kevon Looney first basket. I mean, that is disgusting. But listen, plus 1,400. You bet if you bet $1, you win $14. You bet $2, you win 28. Like, hey, he got hot last game, right? I think they're going to come out, and that's the first thing they're going to look at. They're going to see if they can penetrate that inside of that Lakers defense, and then they're going to work their way out and start shooting threes like they always do. So give me Kevon Looney plus 1,400. What a whale play! I mean, that is we have got to be on something. Be plus 1,400 first basket. I mean, that's great. I love it though. Listen, I've always told you, if I'm giving you a bet, I'm betting it. Like, I have to love it enough to want to bet it, right? So give me Kevon Looney first basket plus 1,400. That is going to be our bets for Monday night. I'm so excited. So when I've been on here, we haven't had too bad of some podcasts. Now, we did come on here one time. I think we did lose more than we won. I think it was one time. But this weekend betting got me rejuvenized. I was feeling really good about it, smiling. You know, just when you win your bets, you just get put in a whole different mood. So, been pretty pumped about it. Been pretty excited, rejuvenated. We're back. We never really left, but we're back. And we're hoping to capitalize on some more bets against Vegas. I mean, after all, I am the bookies boogeyman. They hate me. Indiana, they hate me. I mean, literally just taking cash money straight from their mouths. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm the difference maker, right? They don't get money off me. I get money off them. The only thing we do is we pay taxes on it. That's it. That's the only way they get money from me. Is if you get taxes from my winnings, right? All right. I can't wait to go 0-4. How many bets we got? 0-4. What's that? 0-6, 0-7. Can't wait, guys. So, anyways, let's have a good week. So if you all don't know, I am in Louisville, Kentucky. Busy week here in Kentucky. We have the Kentucky Derby, of course, and the Oaks. So I will be doing a lot of horse betting, as you could probably assume. I mean, I'm betting, sports games. So, I mean, I have to bet horses, right? I'm in Kentucky, so that's got to be like the one thing you do, right? So, gonna be doing that. So the Kentucky Oaks is on Friday. I'm gonna try and maybe come on here. We'll have to see. I'll have to talk to Tyler about it. Please just follow my Twitter. I'll keep y'all updated on there. Please just follow my Twitter. And yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in here, joining. We had quite a bit of, we didn't have quite a bit. We had some viewers. I appreciate all y'all coming in here, hanging out, getting some bets in, making some free money. You all be careful for the week. Get your NBA finals in, get your NHL playoffs in, and of course baseball. Of course, it's big money. That's our big money grabs, baseball. So you all take it easy, be careful. Good luck. Let's win some bets, and we'll see you all here sometime again this week. Y'all have a good one.